One of the really key things that we do in a highly operational environment is we debrief. And a couple of things happened in there that I thought would be really great to share with you guys, because you're obviously going to be leaders in our society. What you're doing here is an indicator that you're an achiever, and you're going to go on and do great things. You're going to invest in yourself. And so I'd love for you to know, how we choose to deal with this kind of stuff. So I saw a couple of things in that scenario I thought were pretty realistic. One is that there's time pressure. We all have these tasks. We're just kind of, there's a little bit of guesswork. It's the first time we're doing it. We don't know exactly. And time pressure leads to mistakes. That's when mistakes are made. And I made a mistake in there during it that if I were training with a group of astronauts, I would share at the end of the exercise, the simulation, what I did well and what I could improve upon. So here's the thing that I didn't do well. We were doing a navigation task, and we had to identify these objects and then write down a message that was on the screen. And we got to the fifth one, so it started to become routine. And I passed the message over to write it down. But before Jason could write the number down from the screen, I clicked the next button, because in my head I was moving on to the next thing. And then he's like, how many arc seconds was it? I'm like, I don't know. So then we had to go back and work forward again, right? Something that I thought we did good at the nav console that I'm sure a lot of you did, I don't know, because I was pretty focused in on what I was doing, but we had that fire, right?
Officers, we have a fire on board.
Does it do any good if my eyeballs are staring at the fire? That doesn't help, right? So we stopped what we were doing. We looked at the fire. I saw other people working the problem, and then I said to Jason and Chris, let's just keep moving. Let's focus on our job. We're not part of that. Let's do our job so we can land this spaceship. And so I thought that was another good lesson that this drew out, and that's a real life lesson. There's something bad happening, your instinct is, I feel like I got to go help. I got to be there. Even like in your everyday life, a first aid situation. You feel like maybe you should run over there and watch, but 8 people standing around watching one person do something doesn't help. You're on this really amazing journey here, which is a little bit different than the standard academic journey. So in my mind, you're learning some different facets of education, which are going to serve you really well.